is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be addressing the rumor of Derrick Rose potentially being traded to the Lakers of the 76ers because both teams have inquired about him towards the Detroit Pistons. Before we get any further in the video, make sure to leave a like if you enjoy this one. Let's try to get over 100 likes today. And subscribe if you haven't already, man. We're trying to reach 8,000 subscribers as soon as possible. My goal this year, it's been my goal for the last 3 years since, I don't know, last 2 years I think, that I've tried to reach 10,000 subscribers for the end of the year. But I think this year we can actually do it. So if you want to help me out with that, that'd be greatly appreciated. We've been uploading every day here. I respond to you guys' comments. I always look at them. So it'd be great if you could leave a like and of course subscribe if you haven't already. But Derrick Rose going to the 76ers. Obviously the 76ers bench isn't the greatest in the world, so I could see why the Sixers would inquire about a guy like Derrick Rose. So this is the trade I did. You know, the 76ers don't have a ton to give up outside of their starting five, obviously, which I don't think they'd want to get rid of any of them. I envision Derrick Rose will be a bench piece for them. So let's go ahead and see what the trade was. This is what I did. So Zaire Smith, Mike's got to make the salary work, a first-round pick for Derrick Rose. So basically the Pistons get a young player and a first-round pick, which I think is very, very needed in a trade for Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is playing great this season. He's got another year on his contract after this. He deserves to be, he's worth a first-round pick if you ask me. The man has been balling out. He's worth the first if you ask me. I'll say that again. And then obviously Tim Frazier is just thrown in to make the salaries work as well. So yeah, I mean the 76ers got themselves a backup point guard now in Derrick Rose. So when we fix the rotation with Joel Embiid out, obviously it's going to fix itself a little bit. But Derrick Rose is going to immediately step into that backup point guard role and be the man off the bench. Although Trey Burke, I feel like, has done a great job for them this season doing that, just that. But it looks like the 76ers still want to go ahead and get a better backup point guard, which makes sense. Derrick Rose obviously is better than Trey Burke. But nonetheless, I think Trey Burke has done a decent job. Furkan Korkmaz has also been really good lately. He's been doing his thing lately. But I guess I'll leave him out of the rotation. And then Joel Embiid, of course, when he comes back, will be, you know, at full strength. So I think I like this team a lot. Obviously, there's not a whole lot to do with this team. I mean, you could go with the either trading Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid thing, but the last 76ers rebuild I did, I traded Ben Simmons in the video. So I'm going to try my best to not either trade. I'm not going to trade Embiid or Ben Simmons. I know there's like always talks how they should at least trade one of them and go forward with the other, but I don't think that's true. I think they should just stick it out, see how this team does. This team is very talented, and if they were able to get Derrick Rose as well, that would just even more be a boost to their championship chances. So we'll go ahead and see what Derrick Rose looks like on 2K, and then we'll rebuild the team from there. Season that's coming to an end, and LeBron James wins MVP. That's usually what happens. Ja Morant's your rookie of the year. 6 Man goes to Dennis Schroeder. Kawhi's defensive player in the Clippers, and Bam Adebayo is your most improved. So I think this probably won't happen because we all know if LeBron was going to win MVP every year, he probably would have 9 by now. Ja Morant's probably going to win Rookie of the Year this season. Dennis Schroeder very well could win 6 Man of the Year, and I think he deserves it. Defensive player for a guy that doesn't play a ton of games sometimes. I don't know if Kawhi deserves it. Most improved, Bam Adebayo, definitely up there, but I think there is a player like Luka Doncic that you could think about. There's some other guys out there, but just, you know, he was the first one to pop in my head. Trae Young's doing it, having a good season, although this team's not very good. What else? There's some players out there. Well, why don't we just give it to Carmelo Anthony too? No, not really. But 53 and 29 for us. Let's go ahead and see what our player stats are looking like. 24 points from Mr. Joel Embiid. We had 18 from Tobias Harris, 17.5 from Ben Simmons, and 17 off the bench from Mr. Derrick Rose. So very good. Hopefully this team can win a championship. They usually do in this first season. They usually get close anyway. So we'll have to see if the same results happen to us. But since I'm user controlling them, it probably won't, because that's what 2K feels about me. So we'll see how this goes. But we got the Boston Celtics in the second round, and we're up 1-0 to start on them. Up 2-0. 2-1, 2-2, okay, and 3-2. Can we go ahead and finish them off? We do. Now we're going against the Bucks. They're up 2-0, 2-1, 3-1. All right, we actually made it we could make it a 7-game series. We're gonna be at home in Game 6, so we're gonna have to squeeze one out here. Hopefully, we can you know, clamp Giannis Antetokounmpo up and make him not do much in this Game 6. But that is a very tough task, and yes, we lose 130-110. What did I tell you guys? I told you. Since I'm user controlling the 76ers, this won't be easy. So we got the Bucks and the Lakers, and it looks like the Lakers are up 3-2, and they go on to win the championship with LeBron James leading the way as the finals MVP. All right, so the goal obviously is to get this team to the top, get them to the championship. So that's what we're going to try to do throughout the video. So Al Horford is probably going to be the first one to go. I mean, I think that only makes sense, to be honest. So we'll have to see what we can do. But for the 76ers pick, it goes to the Clippers because of some trade that I don't know at the top of my head right now. So, and I'm not going to try to think about it because I'll probably be sitting here all day. So we're going to go with that, and we're going to sign both those guys to be our staff. We're going to keep Brett Brown because I think he's a decent coach in real life, but we have a bunch of second rounders. You would think we might be able to package some to potentially move into the draft, you know, maybe a first round pick. So let's see if we can do that so we can get a good bench player. Let's try to go shoot for the stars. Let's go for number, not 20. Let's go for number 12. I think that's not too much to ask for. Let's offer all of our seconds and see if this can do it. 3 seconds, not going to do it. How about this? And I bet if we offer a player, this should happen. We'll see. I'll give him Shake Milton. Okay, we did. So we got a first round pick. That's going to be way more valuable than any of the seconds. Although, you know, in real life, you can definitely draft a gym in the second round. But here on 2K, totally unlikely. So let's see what we can get with number 12. We should be able to get something decent because there's usually someone that falls. Edwards, James Wiseman. Let's keep looking. Hampton. Wow, we might get McDaniels. That's who exactly I thought would still be here. And yes, well, I didn't think he would still be here, but after seeing that draft summary, I was like, this man actually might be here. So we are in a good position. We just got Jaden McDaniels, which is great. Well, player options, Ennis, Birkin Korkmaz will keep, and then qualifying offers. Nah, probably not going to worry about bringing either of those guys back. But moratorium day, we have negative $37 million, which makes sense. Our small forward right now is obviously Mr. Tobias Harris, who's getting paid a lot of money. But as far as everyone else is concerned, we definitely need to worry about the bench for sure. So I'm just going to renounce like everybody, to be honest. And we're going to have to see what we can do. So we have Derrick Rose, obviously, going to be our lead bench player. We have Josh Richardson and Matisse Thybulle, so we're good there. We actually have Jaden McDaniels now, so that's going to be even better. And we have Al Horford, Jonah Bolden. So we basically have a 9-man rotation. I kind of do want to change the starting 5 a little bit, whether that be maybe trade Josh Richardson, maybe trade Al Horford. I think I'm going to try to keep Tobias Harris for now because he actually is a really good, you know, he's not $34 million worth by any means, but he's a decent player on the Sixers. So let's go Al Horford. He's probably going to be the bottom of the totem pole here, and let's just see what his value is. I don't know if it'll be great. It's 2.5, so yeah, really not that great. Although we could get a younger Draymond Green and a Cristiano Felicio, that wouldn't be too much. That actually wouldn't be too bad. I wouldn't mind that. We could get Gordon Hayward, who has better trade value. You know, we could trade Al Horford back to, you know, Boston, but I'm not going to do that. Let's keep looking. We got PJ Washington. You know, not a bad offer, but I'm not going to try to go too young. Kyle Kuzma, Terrence Ross Aminu, Maxi Kleba, Karis LeVert, Luke Kennard. There's some decent offers. Steven Adams, Wiggins, and you got yourself John Wall, who definitely not grabbing John Wall. So not too many, you know, extraordinary offers. There is a, we could get Iguodala, but we already have a good small forward, so I won't worry about that. Let's get a decent backup center like Plumlee. He's usually pretty good, so we're going to assign Plumlee to be our backup center just to scare that bench a little bit more. I guess I could keep this the way it is for now, potentially. Let's look at one more thing. What if we packaged Al Horford and Josh Richardson together? I'm just curious what we could get. Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez. That's not bad. Let's keep looking. Colin Sexton and Larry Nance. Gordon Hayward and Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart definitely wouldn't be a bad fit here because he definitely could, you know, although Ben Simmons kind of needs shooters around him and Marcus Smart's not known as the greatest shooter on the earth. So maybe stay away from that. We could get both of Charlotte's point guards. We don't need point guards. Aaron Gordon, Blake Griffin, and Luke Kennard. Ooh, Blake Griffin. That would be interesting, actually. I actually kind of like this trade. Luke Kennard. I mean, it's basically a swap. We get a younger Al Horford and Blake Griffin. A very injury prone. Maybe not injury prone. I hate to use that word, but you know, obviously Blake Griffin hasn't had the best luck when it comes to injuries. But I think I'm gonna do this trade just to switch it up a little bit. Getting Blake Griffin. I have not gotten Blake Griffin in a very, very long time. So I'm doing this trade and welcome Mr. Blake Griffin and Luke Kennard. So we kind of just changed it up a little bit. Luke Kennard's going to be a very good shooter around Ben Simmons, so that couldn't have gone any better. So I think that's going to what our first offseason is going to look like. So it should be interesting to see how Blake Griffin, Luke Kennard adapt here, and obviously Detroit just got Al Horford and Josh Richardson, so it should be interesting to see how those two do over there. But nonetheless, I'm liking this. We got Luke Kennard and Plumlee going down in overall for whatever reason. I don't know why Luke Kennard would. He's young, so that's whatever. But that's 2K for you sometimes. So let's go ahead and get to these training camps and see what we can do. Because when it comes to the 76ers, we all know they're talented. It's just a matter of they fit together. Can they put it together for a 7-game series? Now, when the tide gets hard, can they shoot their way out of stuff? I don't know. I'm just thinking of scenarios for the 76ers when it comes to the playoffs, because we all know they're getting there. It's just a matter of, how they're going to compete with teams like the Bucks. You got the Raptors are still competitive. The Pacers, whenever they get Oladipo back. The Sixers definitely are one of the teams I like to come out of the East. It's just a matter of, putting it together for a 7-game series. But McDaniels is already up to an A+ potential. I guess I'll throw this one at Derrick Rose for no reason. And then we'll go Luke Kennard. I should have done that in the first place. And then we'll go, do we have any other young players? Matisse Thybulle down here. So we'll do that. And we should be good there. So let's go ahead and look how this rotation's about to look. This should be a very good team. 9-man rotation. Ben Simmons. Matisse Thybulle is starting, actually. Okay, I'm not totally opposed to that. I know he's a better defender than Luke Kennard is. So I can roll with it. But we got Thybulle, Harris, Griffin, Embiid, Derrick Rose, Luke Kennard, Mason Plumlee, and Jaden McDaniels. So yeah, very good team. 3-star rating at defense. Probably gonna go up to, oh, that's why he's starting. Let's go to a pace and space, I guess. And I bet Luke Kennard will start after I change it to this, because I have a feeling the only reason what's his name was starting was because of the defense of fit. So let's see if that changes. And no, it doesn't. Stay the same. Okay, so leave it like this. That's fine with me. We're gonna go ahead and have to see how this season goes now that Blake Griffin and Luke Kennard are here. But I'm liking our chances to be back in the playoffs, of course, but we'll have to see how our chances are when we try to go after that championship. In this season, we actually went 46-36, which I feel like is a little bit worse than what we did, obviously, the previous season. I'm telling you guys, it's the Blake Griffin effect. Every time I get Blake Griffin, it just never works out for me. We just become worse. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just Blake Griffin or if it's just me and Blake Griffin together. It just doesn't work out. It never does. And I shouldn't have traded for him. I had a feeling, but I was like, you know what? In my mind, I'm gonna give this another chance, and it fooled me again. So if we win a championship, then all that I just said was stupid. But I don't think we will, because I have Blake Griffin on my team. It never works out for me. We're up 3-0 on Atlanta as I'm speaking. 3-1. Can we beat them in 5 games? We're going to 6 games. Watch them. Okay, I was about to say, watch them come back on me. And it's going to happen. Oh, we get to play Miami, which is a 7 seed. Let's get redemption against Jimmy Butler for leaving us. It's not going to happen. We're down 2. Okay, we even it up. Okay. 3-2, win 4 straight games. Game 7, boys. Game 7. Let's at least make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. We weren't able to do that last year. We're going back to Philadelphia on our home floor. Let's take care of business. Looking good thus far. Don't let him come back. You got to be kidding me. 105 to 101. Okay. Look at this man getting paid 30 mil not to do anything. Look at you. Just look at you. All right. I love Blake Griffin. Don't get me wrong. I'm just messing around. But I'm serious, man. It's just weird. Every time I get him, it never works. So, you know what? We're going to move on from him again, like I have in the past. I mean, I could have like a team. This team's really good. Maybe it's just too much talent. That happens in 2K sometimes. But I swear, sometimes I'll have Blake Griffin and like another star, and we just do horrible. Like, it's just bad. So, although I haven't got him in 2K20, I don't think very much. So, maybe that's just how it is this year. But staff signing, Brett Brown. I'm going to fire my man and go with Mike D'Antoni because I have success with this guy. We're going to go to the draft now. Again, Blake Griffin, you got to go. But I think you have a player option to accept first. Our bench is going to look fine, and we have a first-round pick. Let's let the CPU draft it because I think they'll draft fine. Mobley is a very good pick, actually. So I will take it. And we'll take Jerry Springer here as well. Player options, Blake Griffin accepts. Matisse Thybulle. And then qualifying offers, Luke Kennard, Norvell Pell. Yep, Luke Kennard. We'll take him. We'll definitely take Luke Kennard on his restricted offer because there's no way I want to lose him since I traded for him. But we have negative $44 million, man. And Derrick Rose is a free agent as well. And as you guys know, if you've watched my Derrick Rose in the videos in the past, you'd never get his bird rights. It doesn't happen. You can't re-sign him. And he's the top of the video, so I always get stuck in a weird situation. So he'll probably be back on this team because I can't sign him. I literally can only give him the minimum. And that's 13 mil a year. He might take this, actually. No, he don't want it. Okay, so we'll move on for now. But Derrick Rose will be back on the team because it's a solid video. But Blake Griffin, let's go ahead and trade him. So we could get Draymond, who actually, I know it seems weird, but I think he'd be a good fit here. No, never mind. Now that I think about it, probably not. Kevin Love wouldn't be terrible. Let's keep looking though. Lonnie Walker, Rubio, Dennis Schroeder. It would be another backup player, but we definitely don't need that. So it's basically between Kevin Love and Draymond Green. Draymond Green in real life would not be the greatest fit in the world because he can barely shoot. Kevin Love would be the better position, but Draymond is one of those players that doesn't go out there and score a whole lot. He's going to play defense. He's not going to take scoring away from the other guys. So I'm going to get Draymond Green, as weird as it is, and I think it's going to help us in the long run. So you guys might think I'm crazy right now, but trust me, it works. So we're going to get Denzel Valentine as well. And we have Joel Embiid, Mason Plumlee. And we have Valentine, and we definitely want Luke Kennard back. That's one player we do want back. So we're going to go ahead and grab my man Luke Kennard out of free agency. He's going to accept my contract, and then guess what? We're going to be signing him to a 1-year restricted offer because that's what happens on 2K, which I'm okay with. So we'll match that, and the glitch will happen, and we'll go ahead. I guess maybe it's not a glitch. It's just maybe the fact that, I don't know. I guess when you just defaultly offer them their contract, it just doesn't work. And Derrick Rose has an offer for 1 year, $5 million from the Brooklyn Nets. I offered you 13 mil, and you won't even take it. That's how selfish you are. That is how selfish. What about if I give you a 1-year deal? No? Look at this. Look at this. Let's go. Wait, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Okay, view offers. Look. He's 76% interested in my offer, but he won't take it. He won't take it. Come on, man. That sucks. Derrick Rose, I don't want to renounce you, man. I want you back. I want you in my life, and I don't want you to go away because you're the title of the video. And now he has a ton of offers. Chicago. Maybe he belongs in Chicago, but in this video, he belongs in Philadelphia. So, yeah, that's how it's going to go. So, I will get him back on the team. But other than that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of this 3rd season. I'm expecting a championship. We'll have to see how it goes. But if we don't win a championship with Philly, this will definitely be a fail of a video, but it is what it is. At the end of the season, we went 47-35. Let's go ahead and see what the rotation looked like. That way we can all be on the same page when we look at it. Ben Simmons, Luke Kennard, Tobias Harris, Draymond Green, Joel Embiid, Derrick Rose, McDaniels, Matisse Thybulle, Mason Plumlee. So yeah, obviously we've been getting worse as it's gone on, which kind of sucks, but we could go ahead and see what the stats are looking like. Before we get into these playoffs, we got 26 points from Joel Embiid, 19 from Ben Simmons, and 16 from Derrick Rose, and 14 from Tobias Harris. But let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Boston Celtics in the first round. We're up 1-0 to start, or we lose. Okay. 2-1 for them. Oh my gosh, please don't lose to the Celtics. Man, we're down 3-1. Are you kidding me, man? This always happens. This always happens. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat them, come back and beat them. Please, please. Man. Ah, that sucks. All right, well, that sucks. Oh, well, it is what it is. All right. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Well, let's see who wins the championship at least. So the Knicks are up 2-1. The Raptors are up 3-1. And then we got the Knicks and the Celtics. Why are the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals right now? Why are they even here? That's not happening. Like, I haven't even seen that in a video. Like, I literally haven't. So let's go ahead and see what the Knicks were looking like after this. But the Clippers have won the championship with Kawhi, of course. But the Knicks, of all teams, were in the Eastern Conference Finals. Why? Robinson was their best player. They got Carmelo Anthony back. No, it's Cole Anthony. I'm just kidding. But nonetheless, they got Bol as well. This team definitely... How many 80 overalls is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, almost 11, 12. They almost had 12 80 overalls. Is that what the new wave is? Just get like a good defending center and then like put a bunch of 80 overalls around him and you'll probably win? I might have to do that. Obviously, they didn't win the championship, but at least they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. We got eliminated by the 76ers, so maybe I made a mistake, or by the Celtics, I should say. So maybe I made a mistake by trading Al Horford and Josh Richardson, because ever since then, it's gone downhill. But that's it for me, guys. I hope you all enjoyed, but leave a like if you did. This Crushables, I'm saying peace.